All right. Oop.
All right. I think we're being live streamed.
Awesome. Hello.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone. I'm just going to go into my Facebook and see that it comes up for us.
Oh, yep, there we are. Oh no, that was us last night practicing. Good thing we did that. Now it says live. Okay, I think we're good. Hi, Facebook. Hello. We are so glad that you are here. We're just so excited to be here tonight. So you are probably wondering, what is Joi Blokes? We've been talking a little bit about it. Chances are good you've seen a post of somebody's raving about this new health company that they've been working with. Maybe they've gotten a blood panel, maybe they've spoken with a health clinician, and they're just so excited about the new information that they have about their health. For me, it all started when Danielle shared this information with me, and I went through the process myself. And it's truly changed the last 6 months of my life. If you know me in person, you've seen that, you know that. It's truly just been an amazing experience. And honestly, I feel truly confident that you are going to have that same experience. Just last week, I had a health consultation, and once again, I was just blown away by the knowledge and everything that I gained about my own health from that 30 minutes of my life. So I'm going to share my screen. We've got lots of things to share with you, and we cannot wait to tell you more. So bear with me for one quick minute while I get the right screen up here.
No worries. And you look amazing, Lindsay. I love your new hair and you're
Oh,
glowing. So
fresh
great.
hair. Fresh air. Alex at Moods is amazing. This is not what we want. We don't want that. Give me technical difficulties. This is what happens when you think that you're totally prepared and you're not.
Happens to
Okay,
us all.
come on now. There we go. Okay, still don't want this, but that's what I was supposed to see. Okay. All right, so here we are at the Joi Blokes info session.
All right. So who is Joi Blokes? Let's meet Joi Blokes and learn all about it. So Joi Blokes is an online telehealth company that was created to disrupt the outdated one-size-fits-all approach. And we focus on hormone and preventative care, personalized treatment plans, advanced lab testing, which you're going to learn a lot about as well. And we do it all through a functional medicine approach. So it's really about integrative health and wellness and bringing it all together with data through telehealth, which is amazing because that means we can meet anybody and everybody across the US in their home. So Lindsay, if you want to go to the next slide. So we're not just another telemedicine company. So you're not just going to look us up and be like all those that you see as you Google. We're data-driven diagnostics, science-backed therapies, and we're designed for longevity, menopause, and optimal health span. We're guided by top-tier clinicians and expert health coaches, which is huge, and we're going to talk more about it. And our mission is simple. We want to empower people to feel like themselves again, stronger, sharper, and more alive. So it's you, but better, truly. And then right below on the screen, you can see the different products that we have. We're going to dive into those more, but just to give you kind of a quick overview of some of the products that we have online and the services that we provide, we have peptides, GLP-1s, bioidentical hormones. You probably hear those buzzwords a lot. Hair support, an array of supplements we'll get into, sexual health, thyroid health, and so much more. So can't wait to dive into that with you guys.
Awesome. I am Lindsay.
Yep, and I'm Danielle. I'm seeing like a little delay here. What does your screen look like, Lindsay?
There we go. Sorry, tech difficulties tonight. Okay, so I'm Lindsay.
I'm Danielle.
And we are going to share more about ourselves in just a bit, including to how we fit into all of this, plus how you can get products at a discount and even earn commission by sharing them. But first, here's what we're diving into tonight. So first, we're going to start with a little fun because that's why wouldn't you? Then we're going to talk about who we are, the team, the products, the services. We're going to answer some FAQs. then the second part, we're going to go into our advocate opportunity. And again, how you can save that 20% on everything, how to earn money by using these products and sharing them, and then how to grow and the tools that we have for you. And then why now and what's next.
All right. So before we get started, as Lindsay said, we're going to share some fun because that's just how we roll. So we're going to play a game. It will apply to what we're talking about. So it's not just some random game, but it's never have I ever. So I don't know if you've ever played this before, but it's kind of like a double negative. So sometimes I have to think through what it's asking. But basically, if you have ever had this or felt this, experience this, you are going to drop a little emoji down in the comment section. So if you're watching on the live stream, drop an emoji or comment with us. And that way we know, like, never have I ever. And so we're going to get into it. So Lindsay, if you want to go to the next slide, we will jump right into this fun game. So never have I ever slept a full 8 hours, but still woke up tired. I will say I've slept 10 hours and woke up tired before. And so I've also slept 6 hours and woke up tired.
I was going to say, I've recently been on a girls' trip where I slept 3 hours and woke up tired. I can wake up tired any old day of the week.
Yes, same here.
All right. Never have I ever been jealous of my partner's ability to lose weight quickly. Oh, good Lord. Men
Yes,
versus women right there.
totally. I love what you say. I can sniff a donut and gain weight. Like, that just cracks me up.
And Matt's like, I think I'll stop eating carbs this week. And he's down 10 pounds. Great.
So true. So true. All right. Never have I ever been crushed that plans got canceled so I can stay home. I will say I'm more of like a balanced person. I love to be a homebody, but I love a good night out. So my most ideal weekend is going out, one of the nights and staying in another. So, I'm not gonna lie, if like my kids' practices get canceled or something because of weather, I'm a-okay with jumping into my PJs and staying in for the night.
Oh, absolutely. Out of the jeans into the sweatpants as quickly as possible. Never have I ever bought supplements that I never used.
Well,
This,
I definitely have, and that is one of the many reasons why I love Joi Blokes. I was inconsistent before Joi Blokes, and that's changed, but I definitely have a whole countertop of supplements I haven't used for years.
and what did Tommy say on one of our informational Zooms? Don't throw them out.
Well, no, I think he actually said the opposite. He's like, please
Oh,
throw them out because they're expired. He's like, let's get some counter space going here.
that's the worst. I hate clutter. This is a very good one for me. Never have I ever worked out so I could eat more later. I always say that most fitness people say they never miss a Monday. I never miss a Friday because I know that Friday usually means pizza and some adult beverages. And so for me, it's a non-negotiable.
Oh, I feel you there. Yes. I love that. I love your philosophy on it.
Well, you got to be smarter, you know?
Work smarter, not harder, right?
There you go. I'm always slaughtering sayings.
Me too. All right. Never have I ever worn gym clothes all day and never made it to the gym. I live in gym clothes if it's my preference, other than when I have to go to work. I even want to turn my gym clothes into work clothes, let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. Throw a denim jacket over leggings and a t-shirt and whoop, we got work clothes.
That's funny.
Never have I ever been told everything looks normal by your doctor, but knew something wasn't right.
Yeah, unfortunately, that definitely has happened over the years, especially when I got into like my 30s and even knocking on 40s. And now that I'm in my 40s, that has definitely happened in my world. So if you can relate to that, comment below.
Absolutely. And or not even like everything looks right, but it's just like, well, that's the stage you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
So,
I've been told that. Yep. Well,
so
that's
it's all downhill from here then.
it's like,
Awesome.
yeah, that's normal for your age. I don't think so.
Or it's like when somebody says, you look great for just having a baby. How about I just look great?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Pause. Period after I look great.
Period. Never have I ever tried to figure it out alone and just felt stuck.
Yeah,
That's
that's very true.
That's the worst. That's what girlfriends are for. But truly, this is why Joy and Blokes was created. The founders were tired of watching people slip through the cracks of traditional medicine. They saw, especially for women, how often concerns were dismissed, symptoms were misdiagnosed, or they were told to just live with it without any real answers. They wanted to change that. So they built a true one stop shop for better health. As we go through tonight, jot down any questions you have because at the end, we're going to drop a Google form link into the chat where you can submit your questions. That way we can get back to you directly. And chances are, if you have a question, somebody else is wondering the same thing. So whether you're on Facebook or here with us on Zoom, drop your questions in the chat, in the Google form, all the things.
All right, so let's meet the founders. On the left, you might recognize that gentleman. That's my brother, Josh Whalen. He's CEO, I like to call him visionary, and co-founder of Joi Blokes. And then on the right side is his incredible wife, my sister-in-law. She's also co-founder, Katie Whalen. And together, they honestly have built a business I always wish existed. And so to now be a part of it is just something I feel so privileged and I'm excited to share with all of you. So a little bit about Josh and Katie. So Josh has been in the healthcare industry for nearly 20 years. He's worked across multiple roles in the healthcare industry, and through both his career and his own health experiences, he saw a major gap. Let's be honest, too many people leave the doctor's office feeling rushed, unseen, unheard, and walk out without answers. And through my own experience, I just noticed as well, like traditional medicine was just not doing it right. So his vision was to create a place where people feel heard, get to the root cause of their health issues, and that includes all of their bodily systems, looking at all of it at once, and then to walk away with a personalized plan that helps to make you feel better and optimize your health. So that's where Joi Blokes came from for him. And then Katie, she on the opposite side, she's our financial brain. She's also on the women's health advocate side. So she brings serious business acumen, but also brings women's health to the table. And from her years of being on the Chicago Board of Trade, she holds the Series 7 license. She truly is like our numbers guru. And she has her own personal story. She struggled with infertility and also being told, you're normal. This is just normal for your age. It's going to be okay. Or, she'd walk away and feel lost and confused on what to do with her health. And so together, between the two of them, they came together and created Joi Blokes, and they really want to help people. And the thing that I love to talk about with Josh and Katie is they're just humble, down to earth people. Like when you meet them, you see them. Many of you who might be streaming in know them really well yourselves. You're probably saying, yep, I know them. They are incredible. But if you're new to them, I just want to reassure you that they're great people and they truly want to just help people overcome their chronic disease, maybe, help them feel better, combat obesity or weight loss, live longer, live healthier. And I just say they're like the perfect combo. And then just a smidge about the company. So they started Joi Blokes back in 2021, and they've scaled the company to $35 million without investors, which is incredible. I'm just going to say that. And they're only growing. So that's why we're excited to be here. We're excited to talk more about their growth and also share this amazing service that they provide. So the next slide. All right. So I like to say that Joi Blokes is a one-stop to better health. So you can get all of your health, not all, but most of your health needs here. And so as we compare Joi Blokes to our competitors and traditional medicine, you can see that Joi Blokes checks all the boxes compared to those other two. So Joi Blokes is incredibly convenient with it being telehealth medicine. There are zero membership fees, which is amazing. No consultation fees. So your consult is built into your lab. So you're going to get a 30-minute or 1-hour consultation with your lab work to get your biomarkers, which is awesome. They're all about treating root cause. We do lab draws. So that lab draw, the blood work that leads to your biomarkers, that allows for us to be proactive and data driven. And so you can see on those other categories, some of them are just lacking in some of the categories, but we're the only one that's doing it all, which really allows us to stand out. And then here are our medical advisors. I know it's important when it's your health to make sure that you have the right team behind you. So here's a powerhouse team of top-tiered medical directors, advisors. We have a lead nurse advisor. Plus, Joi Blokes this year opened their own pharmacy, and it's based out of Nashville, which is quite incredible. But every clinician, just feel rest assured, they're highly vetted, licensed, deeply experienced. And then we also have, they're not on this screen, but we have 20 health coaches. And those include anywhere from nutritionists, holistic providers, past Navy SEALs, wellness experts, and their job is like bridging the gap between the clinician and your consultation and your wellness plan to continual care and just a personal touch that you can reach out to. I will say I was blown away by my clinician visit. Lindsay, I know, was too. There's just, they have so much knowledge. They care about, treating us and getting to the root cause. We just had a gal who went through her labs and she expressed how it was just for the first time she felt seen and heard. And it was overwhelming afterwards for her because she like felt relieved. It had been a long time before that had happened. And so that was just really cool to see. And I felt the same way. My health coach, her name's Jessica, and same with Lindsay's actually, but she is just the kindest, wisest person ever. And I just feel confident reaching out to her any and every time. But you can feel rest assured you have an incredible team behind you every step of the way.
Awesome. So let's talk about what really makes Joi and Bloke special. Obviously, we have an incredible team behind you, but their products and services also speak for themselves. The lab work and consultation process is really what we call our secret sauce. Getting started is so simple. You don't have to have labs done for many of our products, our supplement line. For obviously prescriptions, you do, but really what sets us apart and where you get the most personalized experience is with that blood work. So highly recommend that. When it comes to the blood work, you have 3 options, and you can go to our website and it lays all of these out, but they're anywhere from the basic panel, which is 56 biomarkers, to the advanced panel, which is 71 biomarkers, to the comprehensive panel, which is 110 biomarkers. And they cover everything from hormones, thyroid, and metabolism. Like I said, on the website, you can see everything that's included in each of the panels, including whether the clinician visit is 30 minutes or an hour. The site is super user-friendly, and it also has great FAQs if you have more questions. Just so you know, though, the advanced panel, that middle panel, is the most popular. It's actually the one that I did too, and I was very happy with it. Once you have your chosen lab, so you choose which panel you're going to do, then you'll fill out a quick health history form, which I love because your clinician isn't just looking at numbers, they're looking at you. They combine your symptoms, how you're feeling, and your lab results to get the full picture of your health. From there, you'll get a link to book your lab work. Here's the secret, guys. I hesitated on booking mine because I thought I thought I was gonna have to pick up the phone and call someone. Do you guys hate calling people as much as I do? Well, it held me back for a quick minute, but I found out that I actually did not have to call anybody. So that was amazing. You get links through your email or through text messaging, and you book everything online. So you'll get a link to book your lab draw at your closest LabCorp, Quest, or your blood can even be drawn in your own home. Once your results are in, you will get them via email, but then you'll also, again, online, set up a one-on-one with a licensed clinician. That one-on-one is via telehealth, via Zoom or Google Meet. And so yes, you can do it from your couch. They'll walk you through everything in plain language. They'll answer your questions and they'll send you a detailed recap so you can revisit it anytime. Within 2 weeks, you'll be paired up with a health coach to guide and encourage you along the way. Your wellness plan might include prescriptions, subscriptions, or supplements. And all of that is delivered right to your door. But the very best part is that you're in control. So they're going to email you your whole treatment plan and you get to decide where you're going to start. So personally, I started with one or two things. And then I'm adding more on as I go. I like that because then I know what's working or maybe what I'm not seeing the effects of. I've seen the effects of all of the things that I've started, but So you can always add on. You always have that ongoing support of your clinician and your advocate. It's convenient, it's empowering, and it's a level of being heard and cared for that most people have never experienced before.
Yeah, I was truly blown away. Like when I did it, I felt like I waited too long. Josh had started this company in 2021, and here I was like a couple of years in, and I was finally like, okay, I'll do it, Josh. And truly my hesitation is I just hate needles. So there was that, but I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I take so long to do this? So don't wait. Like I feel like knowing my biomarkers just empowered me so much and about my health. And it led me to one of my favorite products. So this slide is our smart supplements. In just a second, we're going to take the PowerPoint presentation down and we're going to highlight me as I show off these smart supplements. This is just one of our many supplements that we have, but they're called smart supplements because they truly are genius, and they're unlike anything I've ever seen in the industry. So basically what it is through your biomarkers and your symptoms, the clinicians and Joi Blokes creates smart packs for you every month. So you get one pack a day, and I'll show you that in just a second. And it's created to your biomarkers. So it's not created for somebody else's. It's based off of my deficiencies and what my body needs. And I love that because I know what I'm putting in my body is what I need and not just something that I'm just like throwing it on the wall and seeing if it sticks. It truly has made a difference. And the other cool part that I love is it's allowed me to be consistent. As you see on the screen, what I really love about it too is with all of our supplements, but including our 60 supplement suite, all of them in there are under FDA enforced regulations, third party tested by accredited labs. They meet strict FDA compliance standards, and every ingredient is tested for purity and potency. So that's huge. You know what you're getting in your body, it will absorb it, and it's going to also, make a difference. So here is, and if you're able to spotlight me, awesome. Thank you, Lindsay. Here is the packaging. First off, I just want to say aesthetically, it's beautiful. Like it looks way better than my hundreds of bottles in the corner that I need to get rid of supplements. But
Bring them
you,
out right now.
what's that?
Tommy's clearing them out right now while
I
you're busy.
hope so. I hope so, because it's been too long for me. But the box is really nice. And then in it, I have my supplements that are curated to my biology. Again, these are from my biomarkers. There are 7 supplements in here, everything from DHEA, L-glutamine, magnesium, easy iron, which has been super incredible for my body, and gentle on my stomach. And then on it, as you can see in the pack, I'll just kind of show you here. Here are the supplements in it. And then also it says health is wealth, which I love. And then every day I take mine at night. So it's perforated so that I can take them off. And then I love to travel. Many of you probably know I'm a big traveler. I love that. Like, let's say I'm gone for 5 days. I can just take 5 packets out, rip it off, throw it in my travel bag and go. And I don't have to worry about them falling out, losing them. They're all together. And then also in each of your monthly packets, so it's built for a month, there's a booklet. And then it says, here are your smart supplements, Danielle. So it's obviously personalized to you. It shows off all the different supplements that are in it, what they look like, so you know what you're taking when you take them, right? And then it talks about what it does for your body and how it helps your body. And then there's also supplemental facts on ingredients and what's in it and just some more details. But again, it's all personalized to you. And then the other cool part, last thing, is when you take this out, it is biodegradable. So I love that. It's just genius all around. And I love the packaging, and I've been consistent in this. So you also see throughout, it'll say, you're crushing this, which is, just some more motivation. But I've seen a difference in how it's impacting me. And I think it's a genius product. I love it. It is one of my favorite products at Joi Blokes.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we can.
Matt has his too, and he loves his. Mine are coming. But speaking of Matt's, these are actually his. I'm going to show you his really quick because um, I really did. I had to math this. If you know me, I'm kind of a numbers person. And so we would compare ours to like peer or Thorn, or so I kind of looked at those when I was creating these slides, but I took all of his and you can see them. So let's start with the numbers. If you were to hop on Amazon right now and buy these exact same high quality supplements individually, you'd be looking at a total investment of $349 upfront, because you can see that some are 60 days, some are 120 count, whatever. So but you have to buy them all at once. So it'd be $349 up front. Or if you broke that down into just if they were all 30 days, $164 a month when you break it down. With Joi and Blokes, your 1 month supply is $150. And if you're an advocate, it's just $120. But here's the kicker. Not only are you saving money, Dutch friends rejoice, you're also saving yourself the headache. You're getting your supplements automatically delivered to your door every month. No reordering, no running out. And if you need to change your plan, you can just adjust it instantly, so you're never wasting on money on bottles that you don't use. Plus, you always have that certified health coach in your corner and the reassurance that every ingredient is premium and pure. That's something Amazon doesn't throw in with your Prime membership. So that's Matt's. This is another friends. I wanted to run two because one is not always the same. And keep in mind that you can get 6 to 8 in these packs. I always recommend asking for 8 because, again, I'm Dutch. I want to get the most for my money. Here is another example. This time with a different supplement pack. On Amazon, you would be looking at $336 total if you bought everything individually, or $44.50 for a month's worth. With Joi and Blokes, it's the same deal. It's $150 a month. Unless you're an advocate, then it's $120 a month. But again, this isn't just about cost. It's about your wellness routine being effortless. Your supplements show up when you need them, tailored exactly what your body requires without you lifting a finger. And if you want to tweak your formula for the next month, done. This is your health made simple. Premium, quality, expert guidance, and total convenience at a price that's hard to beat.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the convenience, Lindsay. And that's why I've been consistent. Before doing this, I was so inconsistent because I would go like 2 weeks without pre-making all my little pill packs, right? I'd have Ziploc bags. I had the little those like pill dispenser things. I don't even know what we call them, but
pill box.
yeah, I had all that and I was horrible, not disciplined on doing it. So I never took my supplements. Now that I do, I see a big difference. So that's like priceless to me.
Absolutely. Not filling that little box each week for sure. All right, Danielle, tell us about our other blended supplements because they're pretty amazing too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love these as well. The smart supplements are just one of the multiple supplements we offer. So here is an overview of the different supplements we have that are on the website and coming soon. So they do what they say. And what I love about blended supplements is that it's not just something you can go on Amazon and buy. So you can't look this up and just get the same thing on Amazon. They have, as we talked about, incredible ingredients, but I want to just highlight one of ours, balance. So balance and levels are for optimizing our hormones and to level or balance our hormones, hence the names. And levels are for men, balance are for women. And just to highlight balance, so it has 20 ingredients in each capsule. So you take, your capsules once a day, and I love that because I definitely don't want to take 20 pills and, in one sitting. I can't. There's no way I could do that. 8 is like my max, but I don't have to take 20. I can do it all in one pill and get the same benefits. And so I just wanted Lindsay showcase the different ingredients that are included in just balance. Like this is an incredible pill. So it has vitamin C, D, E, K, B6, B12, zinc, DIM, which I love, biotin, reishi mushroom, maitake mushroom, L-arginine, an 11-strain probiotic blend, NAC, DHEA, selenium, and then a couple more. Like it's just, that is a mouthful, but that's all in one pill. And I know just through like my 10 years of really focusing on my health and wellness, like those are incredible ingredients all on their own. And to get them in a balanced pill is just amazing. So I really love that. But all of our blended supplements have incredible ingredients in them that are formulated to really do what they say. So focus is to help with mental clarity, maybe a brain fog. Sleep, I've heard from multiple people that this has helped them have the best sleep of their life, and they have to take it like every night because they just sleep so soundly. And then GLP-1 assist, hair support, sexual performance, thyroid support, you see them up there. They're just all really incredible. And they're, again, with premium ingredients that are meant to do what they say they do. And then our coming soon, we have creatine, which is coming in, honestly, the next couple of weeks. I can't wait for it to come on the website. And then later this fall into Q3, we're going to have protein powder and collagen as well, which I'm super excited to get my hands on.
Oof, me too. I can't wait. I've been talking about creatine for a while, so I'm super excited for that. And you don't have to just take our word for it. Some pretty well-known faces have partnered with Joi and Blokes, and now that I'm showing you this, guess what? They're going to be all over your news feed, so you can thank me later. But their marketing is everywhere. Joi and Blokes is, and it's truly in the best way. So when you're scrolling Facebook or Instagram, you can say, "Oh, she mentioned that it might be right here." It sure is. Honestly, as a customer, I love seeing the advertisements because it reminds me that I need to make that consultation appointment, or I need to take my vitamin D because it's Sunday, or whatever it is. All three of these ladies partnered with Joi and Blokes because they truly believe in the products and services. My personal favorite is Shawn Johnson, Olympic gold medalist. Her Joi and Blokes content is so relatable and down to earth. Plus, the company has been featured by well-known publishers, which just adds to the trust factor. You can feel confident knowing your health is in good hands. Oh, sorry, Danielle. The next one's coming, I think.
You're good.
Oh, I hope we're going back. Okay. Tech issues. There we go. Sorry.
All right. And then just so you know, Joi and Blokes has also been mentioned on the Joe Rogan podcast. These gentlemen have they are, and have been using Joi and Blokes. And so they mention it on their Joe Rogan experience.
Awesome.
And then Joi and Blokes, why I'm so passionate about it is because it truly is a one-stop to better health. What Joi and Blokes is doing is different than anything else in the industry. And I love this Venn diagram. I'm such a nerd, so to speak, because I love visuals, and this just ties it all into one nice visual. But there are other companies that are doing some of what Joi and Blokes does, but no one is doing it all like we are. So some are doing diagnostic labs, some focus on weight loss, others on hormone therapy. Some are just supplements, some are just doing the one-on-one coaching, and then some are doing, longevity and peptides. And Joi and Blokes is doing it all. So you don't need to go to 5 different places or 5 different doctors to get answers. It's all done under the same roof, same umbrella, so that your whole system and body is being looked at holistically, and you're having an incredible experience and service through it. And so I just feel like this highlights how we are just truly a one-stop shop to really optimizing not just your own health, but your friends and family too.
I love that. I don't even like to go to the more than one grocery store. So this is why it's a perfect fit for me. That's for sure. Next, we want to talk about a few of we know there's these questions come up often. There's 4 of them that we want to go over here. So first one being, do you accept insurance? We do not directly accept insurance. We do offer insurance pay options for certain treatments. For women, we can send specific prescriptions such as estrogen and progesterone to your local pharmacy, allowing you to use your insurance benefits. Additionally, FDA-approved GLP-1 weight loss type 2 diabetes medications, including Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, and Mounjaro, may be eligible for coverage. While we assist with prior authorization, and prescription submissions, we do not bill insurance directly. Our labs, supplements, and peptides are not covered by insurance. Consider us your concierge platform for specialized care. Many of our therapies and approaches are classified as preventative care, which sadly is rarely covered by insurance. However,
Yeah, our second
Yeah.
FAQ is, can I use my HSA or FSA? And yes, you can. You can use your HSA or FSA funds to cover eligible purchases. We're happy to provide a detailed receipt and a letter of medical necessity from your provider. You can then submit these documents to your account for potential reimbursement. And since coverage varies by plan, we just recommend that you check with your provider to confirm eligibility.
Awesome. And then what qualifications and certifications do your health coaches have? Our health coaches have degrees in nutrition, exercise science, psychology, with some even being registered dietitians, nutritionists, holistic doctors, and registered nurses. Most health coaches function in the role of go-between for patient and provider and oversee patient care, mitigate side effects, modify dosage for non-HRT medications, and offer diet and lifestyle advice based on the criteria and protocols provided by our medical advisors. Um, I will say that having a health coach is probably the thing that we're not talking about enough here, because you truly can email them whenever you have a question, and you're going to have questions. And you don't have to lean on your friend who directed you to Joi and Blokes, although you could. They're not the medical professional. So if they don't have the answer, they will find it for you. And I just love that we have them in our back pocket for all the questions.
Yeah, I love my health coach. And then FAQ4, again, I know we've said it a lot, but we get asked all the time, why Joy and Bloke supplements versus others? And as we've mentioned, our supplements are manufactured under FDA enforced regulations, third party tested for purity and potency, and contain evidence backed clinical grade ingredients. Lindsay alluded to it, but truly, we only work with the highest of standards. And if you wanted to find supplements that were similar in the standards and quality, you would want to look for brands like Thorne, Pure Encapsulations, and Designs for Health. That would give you your more apples to apples in terms of pricing and premium ingredients. But what's nice is you don't have to go looking and searching and deciding which one's better. You just can trust that it truly has the right ingredients in it.
Awesome. And now stretch it out just a little bit because you thought one game of Never Have I Ever was enough for tonight, but it's most certainly not. So if you know us, you know we like to have fun, not once, but twice. So here we are playing a second round of Never Have I Ever. Danielle, did you want me to start us off here? I can't remember.
I
I
think I'm good too, but just know this one's shorter than the last one.
It is. Yes. Okay. I'll start us off because I don't remember who was starting, but that's okay. Never have I ever bought something that I saw on social media. Oh Lord, we'd
I'm
be
a
a lot
sucker.
richer.
I'm a sucker. My husband probably does not like me to scroll.
I have been influenced. That is for sure. Remember, drop an emoji in the chat if that describes you.
We should have a lot of emojis, I would think.
I think it's gonna start blowing up. They're a little behind us on Facebook.
All right. Never have I ever had more than one stream of income. I will
Ooh.
say I mean other than like, 401k, SEP, like those type of investments I've had, but I will say so I'm a full-time realtor, but when I like 6.5 years ago decided to get into direct sales, even though I was hesitant to do it, it had become the most incredible blessing to our family. And I'll just share this really quickly, but during COVID, real estate as a realtor for the whole month of April, our governor shut down real estate transactions. So instantly our income was gone. And thankfully, on the flip side, my direct sales business took off and I had that other stream of income coming in, and it was just such a godsend and something that it was nice to say, okay, now I get why, these motivational speakers talk about having more than one stream of income. And I'm just grateful that I do now. Even though, I'll have my main one, it's just nice to have additional or at least one other to be able to give us that peace of mind.
Oh yeah, I think if the last 5 years have taught us anything, it's that nothing is certain in life. So having more than one stream of income, big or small, is huge for sure.
Love.
Um, Never have I ever been a part of a community that made me feel supported and inspired on a daily basis. This one's hard for women. I feel like, yes, everybody has friends, right? But to feel that like daily support and have somebody that you can laugh with on the regular is hard, especially when you're raising kids and all of the above.
Yeah, it's nice to have like a group of women, truly genuine, encouraging women who are like cheering you on from behind the scenes daily. It's a huge blessing.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
All right, we're going to take a little pivot and now we're going to really focus on the advocate opportunities. So you might be sitting there and being like, okay, Danielle, Lindsay, I'm in. I want to get my biomarkers checked. I want to know what my numbers are. And you might even be thinking, okay, how am I going to afford some of this? And so this is where we come in with the advocate opportunity. And Lindsay, if you want to go to the next slide, one of the amazing perks about being an advocate is you will get 20% off of everything on the website. So that's everything from prescriptions to supplements. And again, these bubbles highlight what those are. So everything from GLP-1s and peptides, hormone therapy, thyroid care, our blended supplements that we talked about, hair supplements, sexual health supplements, and prescriptions. Our hair supplements, our hair also has prescription too. But if you guys are sitting there, if you want to go to joyandblokes.com on your phone, just look it up. The website's really amazing and pretty. But on there, you're going to see all the products and the different lines that we offer at Joi Blokes. And just know, like, everything on the website as an advocate, you get 20% off the top. And that's amazing. I'm super excited about that. I know that will help me ensure I'm consistent with my wellness too.
Absolutely. And I love that it's just 20% off. I don't have to pay it and earn it back in commission. I don't have to pay it at all. I just don't have to pay that money, which I love. All right. So we're going to back up for a quick second because here we are on the screen, Danielle. And how did we get here? So last fall, we were at a girls' weekend, almost a year ago, and we were just hanging out. And I was, as we do, complaining about all the things 40-year-old women complain about, such as not sleeping, waking up with anxiety, feeling a little fluffy around the middle, and all the normal things that I usually tried weren't doing anything to take that away. And you offered me some fabulous advice, which was,
Yeah, I remember just saying there, I was like sitting there listening to you, Lindsay, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lindsay, you should try my brother's company, Joi Blokes. I think it would do wonders for you and at least like give you some direction, right? And so you
yeah,
asked, tell me more about it. And so I did. And here you are, right?
yeah, I totally did it. Now, like I said, I hesitated for a little while because I thought I was gonna have to pick up the phone and make a phone call, and I hate making phone calls. But honestly, as I went through the process, I just remember thinking, A, this is so simple. It's so easy. I don't really have to do anything. And B, it is so empowering. I was honestly a little bit scared to like hear my numbers. Like maybe they're going to tell me I'm dying and I'd rather not know. But truthfully, I would prefer to know. And I knew that I had to keep sharing this. So I just have to say a true heartfelt thank you to you, Danielle. You've been my friend for 20 plus years, but like I said at the beginning, like these last 6 months, I've truly felt like myself again. And that feels really good. That's
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh, yeah, it does. And I remember you messaging me after you went through the experience and you were just like blown away. I remember through
I
your
totally was.
yeah, you were like, wow, that's amazing. This was amazing. And then you were ready to get your husband signed up for it too to go through it. But I'll dive into, so you see our photos here. So meet us. So that is on the left side, you'll see that's my family. I'm a wife and a mom. So my son Brave is 16, my daughter Harlow, she's 13. And outside of being a mom and wife, I'm also a realtor full time, as I've spoken about throughout this time together. But outside of this, I genuinely, fell in love with direct sales, as I was telling you about. And that was something that I didn't expect. But what it's done for me and my family just was something that I never, I wanted to keep going with basically. And with Joi Blokes, I fell in love with the product. My brother came to me and he was like, about a year and a half ago, or not even a year and a half ago, a year ago, and he was like, Danielle, would you ever consider taking Joi Blokes into like the direct sales channel, so to speak? And I was like, yeah, I think it would be incredible. But at the time, the timing was just off, and so I wasn't ready for it. But fast forward to this year, and things have changed. And to be able to take my experience with direct sales and take it into a company I'm passionate about and marry those two together, I couldn't, I had to do it and dive straight in. And so being able to do this with you, Lindsay, has been incredible. And I'm excited to bring this to our friends and family and across the nation.
Absolutely. And I'm Lindsay Estel. I'm there on the right. That's my husband, Matt, our son, Max, who's 15, and Harper, who's 12. They are growing like weeds. If you have little kids at home, don't blink because that will happen in no time at all. I'm a full-time fourth grade teacher, and I too have been in direct sales for about 7 years. I actually got into direct sales because I found a product that I loved, much like this, and I remember thinking that I should probably start turning my evening scrolling and spending time into being on my phone if I needed to be, and making some fun money. And truly, that's exactly what I did. And I've been surprised by so many things along the way, but that extra income has been such a huge blessing to my family.
Absolutely.
All right.
One slide. So as we talk about the advocate opportunity, right now, Joi Blokes is launching this division, and we're going into what we call a soft launch. So our hard launch will be next year, but the soft launch is an incredible opportunity to get into the company and become an advocate, and then also get this amazing incentive. So during this time, for the rest of this year, there's going to be an earning period where our advocates can earn a gift card that will help to basically allow you to pay for your prescriptions and supplements. And so just know that there are some exclusive incentives as you're an advocate, and one that we'll be launching right as we launch this advocate opportunity.
Woohoo! I love a good gift card. It's a gift that keeps on giving. I also like a good discount. But you know what I also love? I love earning money. And just think about for a minute how earning an extra 300 or an extra 500 or extra $1,000 a month could really change your family budget. For me, that is groceries, or that, whatever that can make up a lot in our budget. So that is important to me, and it makes life more fun and easier as well. And that's what makes the advocate opportunity so exciting. As an advocate, you'll earn 20% off everything for yourself, prescriptions and supplements. So it's a great way to save on your own products. And then when you feel your best and start sharing the differences you've noticed, you can send your share link to your friends and your family and your coworkers. And then when they buy supplements, not prescriptions, but supplements, you will earn 20% commission. The best part, you're not even really selling. It's the clinicians who make the recommendations. So all you're doing is sharing your experience. There's also lots of other ways to earn, including an additional 10%, up to additional 10% in your sales booster bonus. That's based off your monthly sales. We've got pack bonuses, which you'll learn more about later. And then we've got up to 5% in team bonuses, up to 25,000 in one check on rank promotion bonuses, as well as revenue sharing pools for directors and up. If you love comp plans, or comp plans, and you want to dive deeper into this, we will send a detailed link after this to anybody who fills out that Google form. So that will give you more comp plan information if you want it, but just know that we're always here to help you optimize your earnings if you want to grow as an advocate.
Yes. And I was just checking on Facebook if we had any questions really quick, but going through that, Lindsay, I did notice that I am pinned. So anytime you're talking, you're not showing up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can fix that. You talk for a minute.
It's probably when you highlighted me when I was showing off the smart supplements.
Yeah. Okay. You tell about the smart supplements, and I'll stop. I'll remove your spotlight. There we go.
All right. And then we can go back to sharing.
So, first timers, guys.
You would think it's our first time. Crazy enough, it's not.
First time on Facebook, I guess, right?
Yeah. So, just another perk of being an advocate is how to earn. So, this is something that is really cool with being able to get your discount and earn commission. So if you had 4 friends or family members or anybody from your sphere who decided to also do the smart supplements like I'm doing, based on your commissions and discount, you would have the opportunity to earn the cost of your own smart supplements. So then you could just use that money you earned and pay for your own smart supplements. So then you're not taking that out of your own pocket. So just another perk of being an advocate.
Awesome.
And then how to become an advocate. So we have 4 different options, which I absolutely love. So we can meet people where they're at and with what they want. On the far bottom right side is our $49 digital and advocate membership. I'm just highlighting this one first because know that all of these options include this $49 digital and advocate membership. So what's included in that is your virtual office, your website, obviously your 20% off as well. And this is technically a value of $120, but during our soft launch period, we're offering it for $49. So it is just a great opportunity, and that's for the year. And then the other 3 are for our lab panel options with that digital advocate membership. For this, just keep in mind, like we wanted to offer 3 different lab options that mirrored our labs that are online that people can go through for their biomarkers. And we wanted to include that because I think it's very important for everybody to go through the lab experience and get their biomarkers done because you're just going to naturally want to like talk about it. I know I've talked to girlfriends and their husbands went through it and they're like, oh my gosh, my husband was at dinner talking about it and they were so excited. I've never seen them light up about something medical related. And they were just sharing with their friends about this great experience. And so we want to encourage that. So each of these 3 options include it based on the panel. And it's at that 50% discount, which is fantastic. So the first one is the complete panel. The panel alone is valued at $149, but you're also going to get this at $125, and that includes the advocate membership, 56 biomarkers, and a 30-minute clinician visit. The next one is the advanced panel. This is the most common that people choose. This panel includes 71 biomarkers, a 30-minute clinician visit, your full thyroid panel, and your biological age. That one's for $250. It's valued at $399 just for the panel. So it's just like an incredible deal. But I like to just say my biological age is 29. I might be 41, but I'm 29 biologically. And then the $400 panel and advocate membership, that includes our largest blood panel draw. And that is the comprehensive one. That's 110 biomarkers, a 1-hour clinician visit, which is incredible. Full thyroid panel, biological age, and again, your advocate membership. So these are going to be the 4 options to be able to become an advocate. Again, all of them include that 20% off discount as well. But we're looking to meet you where you're at. And then just know that you might be sitting there and you're like, Danielle, I've already done labs recently. I already know my biomarkers. The really cool thing about this is you can bank a lab for a year. So I know for myself, like I'm due to get another lab done from a year ago just to see what's working and how my body's responding. And so I can use one of these and get it at 50% off and bank a lab for myself. So when I'm ready to check my biomarkers again, it's ready for me.
I love that. All right. Well, then that leads us to, okay, you've become an advocate and now you want to make a little bit of money. So how are you going to do that? Truthfully, if you're thinking I'm not a salesperson, don't worry. Honestly, one of the easiest ways to share is simply through conversations. As I said earlier, once you start feeling better and noticing your changes in your own self, you're naturally going to start sharing your experience. Maybe you're sitting around in the driveway with a neighbor having a glass of wine and you tell them about your journey and then they're like, oh, tell me more, like I did to Danielle. And then you can share your link. So they'll get their blood work done, they'll have a consultation, they'll start their treatments. Maybe they'll even become an advocate and you'll earn off of any supplements that they purchase. And just like that, your business will grow and everyone's having a great experience. It really becomes a chain reaction. So by simply sharing what's worked for you, you're helping others discover something that could improve their health and wellness. Even on social media, that can make a big difference. For example, here's an example on the screen, but I'm in a group of women with lots of members, and every day there's posts about peptides or perimenopause or other wellness topics. Let's be honest, it's a hot topic of conversation. This day, I had commented to share my own experience, and I had at least 50 people reply or reach out to me looking for guidance and information about Joi and Blokes. So obviously, I'm going to follow up with them personally, and that's how you can help others while naturally growing your own business. You might even be here because a friend shared their experience and invited you. And maybe to this live or to the replay or where, however you're watching, but that's exactly how it works naturally. So there's so many people out there just like you looking for a better approach to wellness. And don't worry, if you're not a social media person, Danielle's going to share in a minute about how our customer and advocate group works and how you can be successful without being online all of the time or anytime, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Oh, yep, you're good. Sorry.
I'm up. Yep, it looks good on my end. But tools and community. So I'm committed, Lindsay. We are both committed. Joi and Blokes, we're committed to helping to ensure you're successful. And so we want to go over some of the tools from behind the scenes, pull back the curtain, and show you how we're going to support. So on the far left side, we'll start there. This is our boards. So boards is a fantastic way to have an app right at your fingertips that's going to have information in there that you can use for verbiage. You can reference for conversations. There's going to be graphics you can utilize that are pre-made for you, so you don't have to worry about being a graphics artist of any sort. Joi and Blokes is going to take care of that for you. And it's basically all the resources you need at your fingertips in that app. So those first two pictures, the video that was going, that is all about boards. And then in the middle, you'll see what looks like a web page with a lovely lady on it and a bio in blue. That is going to be every advocate's own customized, personalized web page. So you'll have your own picture, you can have your own bio in it. There will be a template for you to be able to choose, from and be able to have good ideas, but you can also create your own. And then below that, in your own website, web page, you're also going to have the different your favorite supplements. So you might have one you really want to promote with your friends and family. You'll have that there. You get to choose those. And so it's just really a customized website that highlights you with Joi and Blokes. And then on the far right side is the back office. So this is behind the scenes. If you're not familiar with, this industry, that's okay. But this is just going to be a place that you can find details on your sales, your customer database. You can send emails out to your customer database, more about your team, what's going on with Joi and Blokes. So it's all just behind the scenes that your customers won't see, and that's just for you. And then obviously too, if you decide to build a team, you'll be able to communicate with your team through this, as well as see their progress and how you can help encourage, recognize, and do all the things with them. And then continued tools and communities. So I love this that we're doing with Joi and Blokes. So on the left side is a Facebook group that will be for advocates. So it's advocate only. It will be a private group, but in here is another avenue for you to be able to get resources. We're going to build our community of advocates through it with recognition, strategic ideas, sharing tips and tricks, and all the things. And so this will be a resource for you to just feel like you're a part of a community behind the scenes. And then on the right side is already, so you can join it, our Blokes and Joi Community Wellness Group. So it's called Joyfully Well. And this is just a place for anybody in the wellness, they're trying to get better, feel better, all of that. It's for customers, it's for advocates, anyone in between, for you to just feel part of a wellness community. So we're going to have some cool challenges, maybe like walking challenges, hydration challenges, stuff like that, but also sharing a little bit about Joi and Blokes, but a place you can ask questions and we can talk through what's working for us, what's not working. It's fair game for anything and everything, all wellness, health, and just feeling good. And then these are two photos. We did have a video, but it's hard to come through when we're streaming. But these are just two videos. Recently in June, Joi Blokes debuted in Times Square in New York City, which is just absolutely incredible. I remember when Josh and Katie sent me the video and photos, I honestly got teary-eyed and watched it over and over and over again. It's really cool to just have them be up there and see that. I mean, that would be like a dream of mine. And so seeing Josh and Katie be able to live that out is just something I'm super proud of. But it just goes to show the testament to what Joi Blokes, they really are a great company that you can trust and rely on. And so for them to have this moment is just a testament to all of their hard work. And I was just really proud of them.
So exciting. And I love that this was their New York City debut, their Times Square debut, but our advocate division will be debuting very, very soon. So what are those next steps? Danielle is going to drop. Danielle, can you do that on Facebook?
I will, once we get off, I'll drop it
Okay.
and I'll pin it in the comments since we're streaming this one. Typically I drop it in the chat on the Zoom, but I'll pin it to our stream so people can see that. But yes,
Perfect.
as Lindsay was saying, I'm going to drop a form that you can fill out. It's both about being a customer, an advocate, both. And you can ask us any questions. So if you have questions, it's a great spot to drop it in and we'll get back to you. And then we'll obviously keep you informed with next steps from there too.
Awesome. And then truly, we can't thank you enough for being here tonight. We were a little bit nervous because this is our first time doing this live on Facebook, but we just had so many friends and family who wanted to know more, but just, couldn't make it to a Zoom or whatever. So this is a great way for us to be able to tag our friends and family who want to know more. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We'd love to answer them and share more with you. So have a wonderful night.
Thank you all. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.